everybody, Matt here from Matt Likes Comics. This is my response this week to Allan's top 10 challenge of monster covers. Now, you may say, but Halloween wasn't that long ago. Didn't you do monster covers for Halloween? The answer is no. We did scary covers and or Halloween covers for Halloween. This is completely different. And for me, monsters mean not necessarily mean evil monsters, and they don't necessarily mean regular, the type of monster that we think about. They could be nice monsters. They could be people who have had body transformation to a monster type creature. And what I went with here is creatures that are monstrous, but also could be scary especially if you have a phobia for something. And you will see what I'm talking about as you go there. So, hopefully these are covers that people haven't seen much of, and if they have, I hope they like them, and I hope that they have them themselves, so that then I know they'd like them. So, let us get going, shall we? This is Fantastic Four number 4, the most recent one. It is a family picture of the Fantastic Four, and in that picture, there's a monster. By the way, this monster is not good if you read the book, but the fact is that it's there, and it doesn't look. It looks like a monster. The next one is a monster that a lot of people are familiar there if you are a fan of Marvel. This is Hulk versus Fin Fang Foom number 1. And face it, Fin Fang Foom is Marvel's most famous monster. The third one that I have for today is DC Giant Superheroes Battle Super Gorillas. This gorilla is a monster by any definition. A super gorilla. Gorillas by nature can be aggressive. They aren't usually, but they can be. But when you throw them into the super size, and certainly if they're attacked, they become monsters. And there's very little difference between a gorilla and a monster from, say, the Marvel monster era. So I picked this one because anytime you can get a super gorilla cover in, you do it. Now, this next book is one that was what I referred to phobias. There are a lot of people out there that are afraid of insects. So, this particular book, Superboy 127, with Lana and B-Boy, this in particular could be very, very unsettling. There's a lot of people afraid of getting stung. There's a lot of people afraid of insects and or spiders. And I'm uncomfortable, shall we say. I'm not afraid of them per se, but I'm very uncomfortable with them. If it's a big spider, ugh. But anyways, this is Superboy 127. To me, that would be monstrous to see. The next one is one of those, as I said, transformation covers where the person in it has been transformed to a monster. And that is Supergirl number 8, where Supergirl, through supernatural means, has been transformed into Medusa. And her new favorite song is Rainy Day Women number 12 and number 35. And if you know what I'm referring to, you get the joke. And if you don't, look it up by Bob Dylan. Or number 17 and 35. I always get the first one wrong. Now, not all monsters are creatures of the night or the unknown. There are some that are just hideous looking and have the strength and uninhibitedness to go with it. And by that, one of the people I'm referring to is a character by the name of Validus from the Fatal Five of Against the Legion. This is Brave and the Bold #3, which has Validus front and center right there with his brain showing and no obvious eyes. That is very unsettling. As a human, we of course are wired to look for the eyes of any creature. But I mean, he goes on rampages that are monstrous and dangerous, and I would say, he's a pretty big monster. Which I would also say about the next one. This is King Shark, or a hammerhead version of him. I don't think this is actual King Shark, but this is a large hammerhead version of a creature going up against Aquaman. Not only does he have these big teeth and claws, he's got a hold of Aquaman's trident. Chewing gum, anyone? And so yes, he looks nasty. He looks monstrous, and I would sure hate to come across him under any circumstances. Next monster we have is a regular character within DC as well, but he's monstrous because he is Etrigan the Demon. Etrigan. I always call him the Demon because it's hard for me to pronounce Etrigan. But here he is coming out of a mirror in front of Batman in Batman and Robin #22. And he is considered a monster because demons are not exactly known for being sweet, light, and innocent. And they look grotesque. Next one, although docile and part of the good guys thing, I would still call him a monster because this is a seahorse that has been made giant. Aquaman rides him, but still, a large seahorse of this caliber would be very unsettling. I don't know how it would survive because the seahorses are invertebrates, if I remember correctly, but we'll see. This is Batman Superman World's Finest 37. And there is this huge seahorse, and it's monstrous, and I find it very unsettling. I know I've used that word a few times, but it's the best word to do it. It's like I'm not afraid, I'm not scared. It's just weird. And the last one I'm going to show is for Fox and the Crow 106 with Stanley and his monster. And I had one of these last week, but it's a different book, I promise. This one actually shows what the monster is because he starts off big and he turns small, but he is a real monster in the top, like an actual scary I'm going to get you monster. Boogeyman, whatever you want to call it. So, Fox and the Crow 106. Those were my 10 monster books. But I'm going to show a book that has the biggest monster of all on it, real quick. And I think you know who I'm referring to. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe below. Please tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, if you thought my reasoning was wrong, or if you liked what I did. I appreciate it. I take all comments. Also, if you would like to do your own, join in on the Friday Comic Challenge, just do a video, use the hashtag Friday Comic Challenge, and then tag the comic collector geek, Allan. And I would like it if you tag me as well, because I wanna see the video. I spend a good chunk of my Saturday mornings every week looking at the videos that people have put up from on the Fridays and such. And it's something that I look forward to every week. Thank you very much for joining me today on my top 10 monster covers. I really appreciate it. My name's Matt. I like comics, and I hope you do too. Bye, everybody.